chapter 4 and 5, we investigate the relationship between two quantitative variables. These two quantitative variables can be both independent variables, or one of these can be dependent variable and another independent variables. So in this chapter, I loaded the exercise number 8 from chapter 4, and here is the data set. I can go to regression and choose simple regression. Here we should choose dependent variable. Here we should choose independent variable. Okay, so now, which one of these variables is independent? Which one of these variables is dependent? So we should ask ourselves this question: which variable has effect on the other variable? Or which variable cause a change in the other variable? We have two quantitative variables here. One is fuel, another is speed. We can say the change of speed will have effect on the fuel consumption. If we go faster, we consume more fuel. If we go slower, there will be less consumption of fuel. So, speed has effect on fuel. Fuel is the response variable. Fuel is y variable, and this y variable is depend on the other variable. So fuel is response variable, y variable, and dependent variable. But the speed is x variable, explanatory variable, and it is an independent variable. Okay, so fuel is dependent, speed is independent, and we are going to calculate the relationship between these two using linear regression. As you see, here is the equation of least square regression line. Y equal to intercept minus slope multiply x. Our slope is negative 0.02286. The intercept is 55.33. So, negative slope explains that if one variable increases, the other variable will decreases. If one variable decreases, another variable will increase. So if a speed increases, fuel will reduce. And if a speed decreases, fuel will increase. Okay, so there is something here that needs more thought. The number of observations are just 8. And this is not something that much reliable to kind of be confident about the relationship and say this is a linear relation, or we can draw a linear regression here. Let's go to the graphic and draw a scatter plot. As we know, speed is x, fuel is y. we want to add some of the information we already know, even though it's optional. We know that the slope was negative 0.02286 from the previous screen, and intercept was 55.33. And then we want the scatter plot just shows the point or dot. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dots, means the number of observations. Speed is the x variable, shows on x-axis, and fuel is a y variable, shows on y-axis. But there's something strange here. The linear line we draw here is the least square regression line, but obviously it's not passing through the points the way it should be. 6 points out of 8 points shows a linear relation, but 2 of them are here. These 2 could be outlier, but who knows? Maybe if we had more data set, this wouldn't be that obvious and we would have a different kind of graph. This relation, if we don't imagine this as outlier, can be a curvature here, right? So there are lots of ambiguity here. First of all, the linear line is far from the points. And second, some of these points are showing linear relation and 2 of these points are very far. So we are not sure how to explain this relation, but certainly we have lack of information, and that is mostly because of the small number of observations, just 8 observations we have. Okay, so this was the regression chapter 4 and 5. So here I wanted to show you something from Crunchit. You can go to File and choose New and reset all the information. So this was something I really like to show you.